I want to point out this phenomena that I have noticed with so many people that want to manifest a better life for themselves, but they feel like, I just don't know the way to go. I just don't know how to heal. I don't know how to get the thing that I want. And to that, I want to say that to heal, to overcome something, to access your potential, to unlock your desires, to get to know yourself, all of those resources are available to you within you. And it stuns me every time I hear a client ask me, oh, but am I doing it right? In that question, it carries so much self doubt. It carries so much uncertainty. It carries so much like this distance we have between ourselves. Because, when we're asking other people, how do I connect with myself? We're really essentially like just not making that space within ourselves to inquire, to find our way within ourselves, our inner landscape. And we're asking other people, how do I do this? How do I navigate my inner landscape? And I think that's something that I really want to bring to the surface. And I don't know why it's not more obvious because this is something that is so innate in every single one of us. And I'm not talking about just like problem solving, I'm talking about just the ability to listen to ourselves, to hear our own feedback, to test something and then observe the results, to experiment something and then see how we feel about it, to play with something and then like feel into, did I like it? Did I not? Am I leaning into it? Am I leaning away? We all have that innate instinct. We all have that ability to get back into our true nature. We all have that ability to get back in touch with ourselves. The fact that we're asking other people, how do I get back in touch with myself? That is a very big problem. And I'm not saying this because I think there's a problem with you. I'm saying this because this is a problem with society. Society has brainwashed us to think that, oh, to love yourself, you need to buy these things. To take care of yourself, you need to sign up for this, and that. To work on yourself, you need to, I don't know, like do X, Y, and Z. And like, those are the things that make money. Telling you to just go home, cry on a pillow, pray, meditate, journal, that stuff doesn't make money. And that's people keep telling you, oh, you need to do this thing to manifest. You need to learn this thing to manifest. When in fact, manifesting is already your innate ability. There's no way to say affirmations correctly other than the way you feel like saying it. There's no way to journal correctly other than, just really being able to express what you're feeling in the moment or how you envision your future, whatever it is that you're trying to journal for. But all I'm saying is if you could just sit in the void and in the discomfort for a little bit, if you could just sit in the silence instead of having something to immediately fill the gap, having someone to step in and save you from your problems, to just sit in the not knowing, sit without any answers, sit with the question mark. And then when you have explored enough, you've been in the void enough, you will encounter a solution that just comes up from within you because you've been silent. You've been sitting in your silence for long enough. And yes, sometimes we can ask for some help, we can have support. And that's where people like us come in very handy. We have gone through this process. I've gone through this process so many times for my clients to help them get back in touch with themselves. But that doesn't remove the actual work of being back in touch with themselves, right? The next time you ask for guidance, the next time you ask other people, am I doing this right? Am I approaching this right? Am I approaching myself right? Am I exploring my inner landscape right? Ask yourself, How does it feel? Do I like it? Does it feel foreign? Does it feel uncomfortable? Where am I leaning away from? What do I want to lean more into? What am I available for now? What do I want to open myself up to? And when you start asking yourself these questions, and these are such beautiful questions, by the way, I feel that when you allow that space, these questions would naturally surface. They would naturally bubble to the surface because the things that you are seeking for, even when you don't know you're looking for it, those things are also looking for you. The resonance is seeking you. The answer is seeking your, yes, this feels good. I like this or I don't like this. It's seeking for that like recognition inside of you. So if you don't know if you like something or you don't know if something has been working for you, start asking yourself these questions. Start exploring how you feel about things. And you may not always have an immediate answer right away. And that's kind of the beauty of, exploring the work within yourself. And I'm here also to remind you that you already know. Like there is already a blueprint that's mapped out for you. The way that you prefer to do things, the way you prefer to explore, the way you like to experiment, to toy with things, like what works for you. So this is all about just open up yourself and be playful. Like don't assume that this doesn't work for me. Don't assume things that you've known about yourself for the last 10 years. Allow yourself to be curious, allow to learn about yourself all over again. It's like, once you're in a relationship, you don't stop dating each other. And that's the same thing with ourselves. We don't stop spending time with ourselves. We don't stop inquiring how we work, how we function now, because who we were in the last season, Thor, don't get on my camera, because who we were in the last season is not the same person as who we are right now. So if you need a permission, here it is. Get curious, get playful, get experimental, start to get to know yourself again all over today because I'm telling you, if you start to have more confidence in getting to know yourself, in knowing how you like to do things, how you manifest, how you feel into yourself, how you repair, how you neutralize your emotions, how you grow from your experiences, then you're going to know exactly how you manifest. You're going to develop your own like language with your nervous system and the universe because like you have gotten to a point where you know yourself so well, you know what works and doesn't work for you. You know how you want to communicate with the universe. You know how you want to calm your nervous system. You know what stabilizes you. You know what excites you. So that's a message I have for you guys today. You don't have to believe in anything that I say, but if some or any part of this resonated with you, let me know down low in the comments, and I would love to hear from you. See ya.